Hey, Rigsters here, back with another episode of Forza Horizon 5. So, on a continuation of the 2005 Ford GT, I'm going to take it around a custom event of one lap around the longest and supposedly hardest course in the game, the Goliath. I've been around this track a lot, but I haven't filmed it for YouTube, and why not take the Ford GT out? One thing I'm going to do tuning-wise real quick before I do so is I'm going to try and experiment and do the brake pressure at 70%. There we go. And everything else I'll keep the same as before. So let's get to it. And it's going to be in the hot season for the map. And it's any S1 car, so you might see some really weird S1 cars driving around, which I find pretty humorous. I don't know what a DeLorean DMC-12 and a Nissan GTR is doing here, but oh well. This car definitely has the speed to do it. It's a lot of high-speed turns. There's some lower-speed turns as well. And oh man, that was an understeer. Just going around the course, you know, get to see the beautiful scenery. Oh, this hooligan cannot even turn at all. It's a street or a road race. I was going to say street race. No, it's a road race. Basically, for car to succeed here, need a lot of power, controllability, which so far this car is pretty controllable. There we go. And also the fact that you need decent handling. I mean, you don't need like a Lotus Elise track car kind of handling to go around these turns, but it does help in some of these sections. A good lap time for this course without using cheesy X-Class so far that I've seen that it's legit is usually around the 11 to high 10-minute mark. For S1, I'm guesstimating for S1, because this is actually the first time I did this, probably about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how hard you drive, or how well you drive for that matter. I'm going to try to see if I can set a decent lap time. Oh geez. Well, that's not going to be a good lap time, let's just put it that way. May have to increase the brake pressure for that turn as well. There we go. Now we're getting through the bends. Some of these corners could really catch you out as well. This particular part of the course is very easy to hit trees like that, for example. That also is hard. And let's see here. Ah, there we go. Oh. Perfect. Just have to nail pretty some turns to get past these plots, of course. Plots sometimes will do a weird glitch. I think it's usually around this point. They'll just suddenly slow down to like 50 miles an hour. Which doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why they haven't fixed that. As I understeer into a rock. Because why not? I mean, it is pretty bricky through the turns. You can definitely feel the weight transfer on this car. When you have a controller, that is. You can feel the feedback from that. Or if you have a wheel, for that matter. I'm going to brake a little early for that one, so I don't go flying off of it, which I stereotypically usually do. This is a really hard turn right here. That turn almost got me up there as well. That's probably some of the hardest turns to do on this course, in my opinion. I think to get too much more challenging than that. But now I can open it up on the straights here, and you can go really fast here. I'm talking like 200 plus. If I could even hit 200 plus, which I should, in theory. Yep, in real life, this particular car would hit 205 miles an hour. In the game, because I modified it, it can hit, in theory, 245. So that's like a 40 mile an hour improvement right there. Oh. What on earth is that car doing there? Weird. And this turn can sometimes occasionally catch you out too. Yeah. Doing good here. I'll eventually catch him. Just the understeer is still present as well. Wants to like quite file through the turns. At least it's stable though. Because my goodness, this car is such a beast to challenge in real life. As I just demonstrated what happens when you understeer to oblivion. Yep. But this can happen too. That's what happens when you have too much understeer and you just blow through the turn. Just like that. Thankfully this is a video game. In real life that would have been horrifying. That turn is really tricky to do for this car, I've noticed. I should be able to pass this bot that's driving a hooligan Chevy utility van or sedan. Oops. Why do I keep thinking of vans? It's a sedan. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a record-setting lap. Just put it that way. We're getting more towards the high-speed section soon now. We're just about to approach it. So they can really open up the taps. If I can ever get past this section. I do see the plots intended. Yeah, there they are. Oh. Oh. Man. Yeah, I made the brakes a little bit too soft on the pressure. But hey, you know what? I wanted to try something different, so why not? That's why I like tinkering with stuff in this game, even though it may not always work. Enough adventure, enough gain, as the saying goes. I love the desert scenery here as well. I mean, it's just astonishing to look at. So much so you can actually fly off the course, which I've done the very first time driving Goliath about a couple weeks ago. So I hit in about 190s. Should hit 200 soon. There we go. Now we're moving. Aha, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we're really flying. Fifth gear now. Should be able to hit 200-ish soon. On the road far ahead. We'll use that all torque supercharger to get us back up. And sometimes your car will fly a little bit on this course as well, so you gotta be careful not to let that panic you. Getting 218 now. Oh yeah, 220. Oh, I start slowing down. Oh, I grenaded the engine there. I accidentally downshifted 2 gears instead of 1 gear. In real life, that would have been disastrous. There we go. I mean, I love the scenery in this game. It just makes it so much more fun to play when you see stuff like this. That's probably the biggest improvement on the Goliaths as well. Is to do a a race like this, just even one lap around it. It's just nice to see all this variety and lots of trees to bash into. You know, once again, understeering like crazy. But oh well. I don't really care if I win this race per se. I mean, it would be nice to. But just to hear the supercharged V8 for a while. There we go. It's just nice to open it up and just drive. Now here, sometimes there is a glitch. If you don't have this setting set to 70, your car will fall off into oblivion and your game will crash. So I recommend, if you have a weaker processor like the one I'm using, set it to 75, 72, whatever the one below 100 is when you're going fast. Because there's like a weird memory GPU bug. Now you can go really fast here. Yeah, I have to really slow down for that turn. I did slow down enough. That's okay. Because I still see him ahead. There we go. Save that one. Jeez. That's what I mean. This is not an easy course to drive. I haven't really optimized this car tuning-wise yet, so I think I'll dial up the brake pressure the next time around when I take it out. What it looks like with a cracked windscreen. Oh, jeez. Almost crashed there. Probably should switch views while going through a turn. It's probably not a smart idea. Yeah, these turns take a lot of concentration. That's why I haven't really said much on this particular part of the course. Because they're very technical. There we go. This part's a little easier. You just forward from here. And then slam on the brakes again. Almost near the finish line. Yeah, but you see this part, this is like you're near the end of the race. If you do one lap. Yeah, this turn right there I slowed down for. I flew off the course the very first time I did Goliath. This one also could get you too. And there's the finish line up ahead. There we go. Alright, finished 9th. 1340.6. Okay. That's not bad for not knowing how this car will respond. I'll take it. The fastest, of course, is in a Porsche Panamera at 13:30. Wait. Why is the time different in the lap? I'll just count the lap time. So it was 5 seconds quicker because I watched about 35% of the course. Alright. And you get a lot of experience when you do this too. So usually you get a wheel spin almost every time. Oh yeah, the Jesco. I gotta do some tuning on that Jesco. It is probably supposedly the most unstable, fastest straight line hypercar you can get in the game currently, to my knowledge. So I'll probably do a video on that someday. Alright, well, that's basically it for this video in the 2005 Ford GT, taken out for the first time on one lap on the hardest course in the game, at least vanilla-wise. Goliath. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rigsters Journey, signing off.